window fixed. Oh, unfortunately, we're back to the grind. New year, new problems. Right now, we're going to work on a rooftop unit. We were here working on another one, so I'm just dropping a belt off to put in that, but we got another one down. So let's see what we're dealing with. This one's okay. Oh, this is the one. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna hang the belt just for now. Ow! It's hot. Gotta figure out what's going on with that side. It smells. I mean, it looks terrible, but we got a halfway decent microfarad reading, so going just off of this one, it's 4 microfarads, so I'm gonna assume that one's the same, 4 microfarads, so the capacitors are right. I think the inducer motor is just, it's stuck. Voltage 2, it's not turning, capacitor's good. Looks like it's a bad inducer again. All right, I'm just gonna disconnect. Just disconnect the power for now. I'm probably gonna take this whole motor with me to line it up because this unit's really old and I have a feeling if I don't bring it with me, I'm definitely not going with an OEM motor, that's for sure. So I want to make sure the new one lines up on this. That's one thing I want to try to get better at this year is if I need to replace a part, just taking it apart and taking it with me. That happens to me all the time. I take model, serial number, I take a picture of the label, I get to the supply shop and they say, oh, well, we don't have the exact one. Do you have blah, blah, blah to line it up? And I say, no. And then sometimes it works out. Most of the time, I hate myself. Ow! I forgot that was hot. Okay. And now the joy of figuring out what the heck it is and where the heck I can pick it up. See. Oh, great. Just left me enough room to see the nameplate. All right, let's see. Hopefully the serial number was showing just enough that we might be able to figure out what we need from that. Let it run for now. I think while I'm there, I'm gonna pick up a flame sensor too, just in case, because Carrier is not close, and I would hate to drive all the way out there and need a flame sensor. I was gonna go put that belt in. All right, so unfortunately, Carrier did not have the part in stock in the facility. They have it in the company, but it's gonna take 2 days or so expedited, which means I'm gonna have to just run off the first stage today. Not much more I could do other than that. I mean, I could try another supply house, but when it comes to Carrier, I don't like to mess around with non-OEM parts. I think it's easier just go with the ones that the manufacturer specified. Which, I mean, saying it out loud, I realize how ridiculous that kind of sounds. So let me look. Maybe I could just line up a motor. I mean, all I really need is the motor. It's gonna be a pain to get off, but I think I might be able to find this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna just find units. It's an R22 unit, all right? We don't have to go with the OEM products. Now, I'm just gonna make a couple phone calls to see if I can find like a rescue motor or a Fasco motor. I mean, it just has to have the same, mounting size, same RPMs, same voltage. The capacitor doesn't matter because we're gonna get a new one anyway. So it was 3 to 4 days with Carrier, or yeah, I think we're gonna get it today. Well, this one for sure is leaking. Okay, sorry for completely changing up the scene. It must have been confusing. Let me clarify what's going on. I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier, that I also had to look at a condensate pump leak. Oh, I gotta go measure the tank for oil too before I leave. I wanted to look at the condensate pump just to make sure it wasn't more of a job than replacing the inducer motor on the roof. Because I would do the condensate pump first. That's way more important than replacing the second stage of a 2-stage rooftop unit. The condensate pump though, the motor works, it's just leaking. So that's something I can rebuild. We're gonna rebuild that instead of putting a new motor on, which means that's not gonna happen today. The rooftop unit, because it's raining and electricity, we're gonna put that off till tomorrow. Also, do both of them at the same time, because right now I've got to go pick up some parts for another job, and guess where we get to go? Just wish I knew about it before. All that for an igniter. Oh man. That was a stupid flame sensor. Looks like the other one goes right there.
I guess our door switch is bypassed.
Throw this on for right now.
Come on, there we go. Woo!
Although the weather was terrible today, it was a pretty chill day. Nice, easy way to get back into the swing of things after a week off for New Year's. If you didn't know, my wife had a baby girl on New Year's Eve. Thank you everybody that congratulated me on being a dad on the community post. That was awesome. I love the support. Thank you for that. So after this, I really don't think there's anything else going on that would be like noteworthy. So this is where we're going to end it. And until next time.